ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد أيها المسلمون السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. That is to say, all praise be to Allah, to whom we exalt and praise. We seek His assistance and forgiveness. We believe in Him and to His will. Do we trust and resign on self? We seek refuge in Him from the harm of the evil of our own actions and deeds. Whomsoever God guides, none can mislead, and whoever is led astray, none can guide. I testify nothing deserves to be worshipped except Allah, the one and only. And I testify to the fact that Muhammad, to whom the Quran was revealed, is His servant and His messenger. Allah sent the prayers and the salvation on him. Peace be upon his family, upon their righteous companions all. And whatever follows after this traditional and excellent salute. And over you Muslims, may the mercy and the blessing of Allah be upon you also. Ameen. We thank Allah for giving us the opportunity to come today for the together of Jumu'ah, the day of congregational prayer. We know the whole day is Jumu'ah. So we thank Allah for giving us an opportunity really to come and hear something from the book of Allah, our prophet, and how to better understand our accountability and our responsibility to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today I want to talk about a particular two ayahs from the Quran and two hadith. And I looked at this as saying the religion, all religions should do this, but especially Islam was beautiful in presenting this. The religion calls us to respect the senses and our intelligence. And I don't have to, I mean, we know, just as a reminder, as the law says, thinking and benefits remind the believers. You know our religion is built upon the 5 pillars. The 5. We'll get to the hadith of the Prophet about the 5 and another beautiful ayah about the 5. Once we take the shahadatain, we call it the shahadatain, we witness 2 things, then comes the 5 salats. And this has a connection. I don't want us to think whatever's in this religion of Islam, it has a connection in previous religions and how we should perceive it in this day and time. So we look at this 5, the pillars that Allah asks us, the 5 prayers we get, the pillars that Allah calls us to. If we really enliven this and put this in our perception and think about it, these should bring us to life and again make us sensitive to be aware of the senses. Now, we might go to 5 senses, but I'm on a higher level. You know, Scripture comes to make us use our intellect to look at things a little deeper than surface value. And the religion of Islam, through our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, does this. So there's always connections. Connection with Jesus alayhi salam. He said the same thing in a different format. He said, "Feed the people 5 loaves of bread." I mean, just say arbitrary. We ain't arbitrary, so we want to make these connections. Now I'm going to go from this ayat of the Quran, the first ayat of the Quran. And our brother Eugene did a beautiful call. This ayat has this word in it. Our call is hayya. Hayya. We're going to get to this ayat, this word in this ayat, but I'm going to just drop this on this to set the foundation. He said, hayya ala salat. This hayya, come lively to the salat. Not just this formal ritual we have of remembering Allah in the qiyam position in the different bowing, the ruku, the sajda. That's fine. But the whole life is worship for the person of faith. And he calls us, he says this in our mu'adhin, hayya, not once, twice, come. Come with your senses, come with your intellect, come with your soul to proper worship the whole life. Then the balance that our prophet gives in this religion of Islam gives, he says, what? Hayya again, al-falah. Come lively to what? Cultivation and success. That this religion of Islam, you should be cultivating yourself. Materially and spiritually. Cultivating. And the same word from falihin, the farmer, the same root word. Hayya al-falah. Come lively, brother and sister. Come to this call that Allah calls us to. Respecting our senses and our intellect to be alive in this. So the ayat I'm coming from the Quran, Surah from An-Nur, Surah 8, verse 24. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala beautifully says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله والرسول إذا دعاكم لمن يحييكم. Stop on that. Let's think about it. This beautiful word of Allah. Allah says through our prophet for all humanity, O ye who believe, submit, and are truthful, istajibu lillahi. This istajibu. Give your attention. Give your interest. Take interest in who? Lillahi. Take interest in Allah, but not only that, who? Rasulullah, his messenger. What's going to first bring us to life, what's first going to respect and make our intelligence grow and us to have a productive and a fruitful life, brother and sisters, is that we answer this with attention. We be conscious. One other word we should know is taqwa, right? Conscious of God. Not having the call to fear, but having a conscience in our intellect and our thinking to who? Allah and his messenger. But this is what the ayah says though. إِذَا دَعَاكُمْ لِمَنْ يُحْيِيكُمْ. When he calls you to that which gives you life. This call of Islam, brother and sister, is more than rituals. It's a call to life, man. Call to life in your thinking. Call to life in your senses. So a person of faith should have life. We don't care who's in the White House. The person of faith has life. The call of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is what? Is called to life. And he has been the one who has been raised up in the commands and the manners of religion. Then he urges us. Look at this call. This is what he do. He urges you, right? He urges us. This call to Islam and to our prophet is a call and an urge us to rethink. What is my life about? What is this human life Allah has given me? How can I be an effective person of faith in America now, in America? When this religion we call Islam calls us, as the Muezzin says so wonderful, calling us to cultivation, calling us to whole life of worship, lively, not dead, having a good spirit of faith. This is the beauty of Islam. Then the ayah goes on and says, finish this first part. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يُحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ وَأَنَّهُ إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. So we finish out this verse and what Paul says. And recognize that it is Allah that prevents the intentions in the will, this brutality, this intentions that we should have, the will that we have for all human beings, automatically, this word is for human beings, this word Allah uses, what qalbihi, in this organ we call this in the sudur, this cavity Allah put in the heart of all human beings, this qalbi, that what's the function of it? For purification of the mind and soul, right? To keep us purified. And we know we have tawassul and purification. I ain't got to tell y'all, we know. And the prophet said, just since it came to my mind, he said that one part of this thing is corrupt and makes the whole body corrupt. And what is that? It is this qalbi, it is the heart that our prophet says. So that Allah is giving us this hikmah right in the Quran, that know for you to be alive, know for you to be alert in your intelligence, in your senses, to be alive as a person of faith. Know it is Allah that comes in between this sudur of us and this qalbi and tries to purify our intentions that we are And then he says what? And we all are what? Twisted room. We all are returning back and being gathered to Allah. So I want us to think about this. And I'll get the next item, the second part, I'll do the hadith. To think about this beautiful metaphors and hikmah we have in the Quran that's always unfolded. We have the power of this book to unfold and let human beings see people of faith are alive in all aspects, in the dunya and in the intellect, showing what faith can do. And I want us to just ask a question. What advance would the human being make in this world or no world without faith in the Quran? If we do a study of the state of the human beings before the Quran came, what advance was made? It was an-Nur. But once the Quran came, and then understand this call from our prophet to life, to life, to our intellect and senses, to be conscious of these five essentials that's all throughout the religion. We'll get to the hadith about the five, about the intellect. That you will see that a person of faith is what's keeping this dunya progressing. Not people who kafirs, mushrik. No. People who have faith in Almighty God. And they let it enliven the intellect and their senses to go into His creation and get out the jewels that Allah said He has made subject to His servant, His human being. So we shouldn't come to faith being dead, making no progress. Faith is about progress, about keeping things alive, as our brother do. Y'all do a beautiful job here. I'm always reading something that movement's going on. I thank Allah to keep us alive in this faith. Even for our children, they got to see Al-Islam is not a religion of do and don't. Al-Islam to give you the whole life. Sex, I got children, all that is halal in Al-Islam. Just in the right context. So if they see the religion that's respecting their intentions, their sensitivities, their aspirations, not as do's and don'ts, but Allah has brought us to a religion that enlivens us. And Allah said in the Quran also, who has denied my ibad these, the dunya, these excellent things in the dunya? They are for my servant in this life and exclusively in the next life. Surah Al-Araf, verse 32. So we got to let our children know this. This dunya is for them. But don't forget Allah. Keep alive in this religion. Answer this call that's going to enliven you in the senses and the intellect. Last ayah from the Quran. This is a beautiful dua too. Also a dua, but it's something I want us to think about of the Quran that our prophet gave us in the Quran. He says, رَبَّنَا إِنَّا سَمِعْنَا مُنْدِيًا يَنْدِي لِلْإِيمَانِ أَنْ آمَنُوا بِرَبِّكُمْ فَأَمَّنَّا. Stop on that part, he said. Now, we know in the language of the Quran, there's so beautiful Arabic word is so rich. Some English words can fit the context of the words of the Quran. I know we say Rabb is Lord, but really the nourisher, the evolver, the sustainer that brings you from nothing to something. This is the Rabb we serve. The God that brings you from a sperm clot, nothing, to this human being with intelligence, intellect, senses. This is the Rabb we serve. The ayah says what? Submitna, that we have knowledge and recognize to what? Submitna, to listen with the ear to the one who calls us. To what? To Imam, to faith. I just gave another information that I get. This is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, calling all human beings to faith in what? Not only faith, faith in obedience. He's calling us to faith in obedience. And if you're a person of faith, as the ayah says, and amanu birabbikum fa'amana. If you're a person of faith, you should be a person that's trustworthy. You should be a person that's truthful. You should be a person that I can feel safe around. All this is in this word. Amana. You call you a person of faith, we should see obedience and trustworthiness, safeness in you. Even the Greek we take for granted. Assalamu alaikum. The peace only God gives. That's one of his attributes. The peace that comes from Allah, alaikum, it obligates all of us. And we say it back, wa alaikum assalam. And the peace that our God gives you is also obligated on you. So how do we get all this hell? How can a brother or Muslim say he's a Muslim and Jahannam's following? Hell and fitna. He ain't even respecting the Greek we had. We just saying it without consciousness, man. We got to get from this. A person of faith got to be a thinker, not an emotional person. A thinker, as the prophet said, don't become angry. Not one time, 3 times. To use our intelligence. Even in this world of ambiguity, the way they try to denounce Islam, Allah still won't make it prevalent. Don't even worry about it. They can't put it out. But we can't be emotional and do something outside the laws and the sunnah of our prophets. His uswatun hasanatun. Let me make that. Uswatun / sunnah. We can't take the damn of those not like us, and the prophet said that. We can't be like those. And if we are, we like them. And that's what the prophet be. We got to be different. We can't be emotional, even when they look like they're putting the Islam in a bad light, this and that. Be a thinker. Give them the Quran. Give them the uswatun / sunnah of our prophet. When you call them to not him, to faith and obedience of Allah, that's the call I keep. The shahadatain is first. Ain't that wonderful? That's the first thing that makes your life good. To this shahadatain is witnesses no God, and that no human being, no man, nothing can be God except as a servant and a slave. That's the beautiful of the shahadatain. No, we don't worship Muhammad. That's why we take the shahadatain witness 2 things. The God is God alone, and the human being is his messenger and slave. And he's calling us to this faith and obedience. Then the ayah goes on to finish up and sit down for this part. And he says, finish up, he said on this last part. Rabbana faghfir lana dhunubana wa kaffir anna sayyi'atina wa tawaffana ma'al abrar. The finish up, Allah says, and we ask us to do it. This is wonderful, brothers and sisters. If you want to be alive, we got to think about these ayahs of the Quran. Not citation I'm talking about to have an effect the intellect, to have it affect your senses. So when they see a Muslim, they see a thinking person. They see a person who's taqwa, he's conscious of God in every situation to the best of his ability. Just great religion. To finish up this ayah here, and to close out for the first part, then Allah says, O Evolver, forgive and cover our sins and our forbidden actions and overlook. You know, we ask Allah forgiveness, don't we? Not for love. We ask His forgiveness and mercy. Overlook and disregard the deeds that are great sins. And Allah says what? And seize our life and soul with the obedient and trustworthy people that submit. And we say in Khutbah, another part of it, you should not die except in a state of submitting, being obedient to God. That's in every aspect of your life, brothers and sisters. When you're selling, when you're in business, whatever you do, for mate, you're married, we have to be conscious of God in everything we do. Talk the Quran. We got to get better in the Muslim Ummah. Make this Quran our standard. And Allah said it for our prophet. Why He chose it? We have chosen because of the Quran Azim. You have been chosen for the highest standard of what? Quran Azim. His character. Now, we shouldn't be modest in our dress, but I'm saying we need to work on our Quran Azim. Work on our characters. Follow Muhammad in his coolness, in his character. As Aisha, right there, and I said that I read. They asked him about it. She said his character was the Quran. Now I know we heard he was walking and all that. Alhamdulillah, I'm not here to debate that. I'm saying what I read. Just getting what Brother Hammad came across. His character was the Quran. Kulikin al-Quran. That's what it means. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu nasta'inuhu. Alhamdulillah, nastaghfirullah lil mu'minina wa mu'minat. All praise be to Allah, Lord of all the worlds, the system of knowledge. We ask Allah's forgiveness for the believers, men and women. Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Musa al-Karim Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in amma ba'd. All praise be to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds, the system of knowledge and science. Praise and peace be upon Muhammad, upon his family, upon the righteous companions, all, and whatever followed after this traditional relationship. You know you Muslim and the mercy and blessing be upon us again. I mean. Let me just read 2 hadiths and close out, my brother, about this beautiful religion calling us to respect our senses in the 5. I want us to think about this 5, the 5 pillars, the 5 arham we have, you know, the 5 prayers we should make, that's falling on us. Then the prophet said this, close out with these last 2 hadiths. We know about this, but I want us to think about it. I'm trying to connect this to how the religion of Islam appeals to the whole life of you, brothers. It's just the whole life, not just ritualism. Please, the rituals have meaning in them. They have knowledge in them. That's why we should do them, to remind us there's much knowledge in them. I have to mention this. I'm glad Robin knows over, so you can't say I'm causing fitna. If you take out the sighting of the halal, you're taking out a ritual that has knowledge in it. But since you think you got blessed with science and all this, that you can go past what Muhammad left for the common person who has curiosity to sight the halal, because there's hikmah in it, but you want to use science to oversee a basic ritual, a basic sunnah of our prophet, that you can't eliminate, because you eliminate knowledge. Then we got to relook at this. Don't put yourself above Allah and His messenger now. There's an ayah in the Quran. Do not put yourself before Allah and His messenger. Whether you got a PhD, JDD, you're not the messenger. You are a human being that Allah inspired to gave you an intellect to get whatever fields you got from the Quran being revealed to the humanity. So let me finish up with this. We know this, and the other one's so beautiful too. The Prophet says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, take the benefit of the 5. See, here goes 5 again. I'm going to give another aspect of this idea he gives, but it's all inclusive. You got to think and make connections with it. It's all tied together. Take the benefit of the 5. The first one was your youth before old age. We got to do something to take care of ourselves a little better. Whether we just walk around the block or sit in the chair and do a stretch, we got to take advantage while we're young. The prophet, he's concerned about the whole life of the human being, the whole person. Then he said this, take benefit of your health before your sickness. Now, I ain't got to mention that. Now, just look at Americans. We some obese people, man. I'll be driving around, we are obese. And we be arguing how much food to get in Ramadan when you should be so restrained. And arguing, brother, you know I eat like give me 4. Nah, brother, this is the month of restraint. You get mad because you didn't get 5 pieces of fish. I'm telling you, we got to give more respect to this religion and respect the thinking that is bringing to it. So the prophet said that your health before sickness. Then he said your wealth before poverty. Now I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty. I used to ask Allah, oh Allah, bless me, I'm going to make $15 an hour. I'll be so happy. I know I won't be crying no more. I'll get $15 now. I'm in more debt. Oh Allah, if you just give me $20 now, I know it. I'm at 20, further in debt. Oh Allah, give me some intelligence to use the money I get. Because Allah blessed me with wealth. Now I'm the true working poor. Not because of Islam, because Brother Hammad, And Allah said this, do you see the one who has desires unchecked by knowledge, advertised? When you don't have no knowledge behind it, it'll lead you to Jahannam on this side. Put you in hell on this side. And the religion don't come for that. You know the ayat, religion brings you to have rivers flowing underneath. Well, Allah says He feeds you in all seasons. The Qur'an. Winter and summer, Allah producing angels. Go read the Surah of the Qur'an. Then the last hadith He says, now just as heavy, your free time before preoccupation. Muslims, you have to be a person of knowledge. That's not just on the Imam. You obligated, as our Prophet said, it's obligation on you, male and female, to have ilm. That's the dua in the Quran. It doesn't say, increase my money, give me some big heads, give me some money, give me some joy. No, increase me in what? Knowledge. Because if you have it right and your faith is right, it'll bring the wealth. It'll bring that. But Allah tells us, get in with the Prophet, our free time before preoccupation. We ain't got time to learn the Quran. Oh, I ain't got time, brother. We're still stuck on the alphabet. Alhamdulillah. That's when you had no problem. You just cheating yourself. But don't think because you're smelling good, got your jelly bean on, your lick that's good, all that, but just nothing in between. There's awesome up here, and I'm going to get to that. You're not being a Muslim proper. And then the last part of this hadith, and take your life before death comes. Here you go. You should be alive, Aki. A person of faith should be alive. In your intellect, alive, you're planning things, to be thinking, doing sure among yourself, to allow in the ummah. Then the last hadith, and this is wonderful to close out, you can't close out with nothing better than this. I can't say nothing more better than this. We need to think about this. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, God has not created anything more beautiful than reason and thinking, or anything more perfect or more beautiful than reason and thinking. Now listen to this last part. He said, the benefits which God gives are on this account. Did you hear this? You want to benefit being a Muslim by using your reason and your intellect. Not that I get a PhD. I'm talking without having faith in God. Now, let me make sure I make that clear. Having faith in God. Now, we got young people. I'm using my family example. My sister's Muslim. They went and got educated. But the education is no good if they're not coming back to help build the ummah. Go get education, but don't forget the ummah. We go get education, get paid, and forget about the ummah. That's the downfall for our young people. Yeah, I want you to be successful. Successful with faith, but you have an obligation to help keep this ummah building. Then the Prophet said to finish up, that you get the benefit of this, but listen to what he said to finish this. He says, and the understanding by it. Did you hear that? You get understanding by it. My sister does by using the intellect and the senses. And the last part as I close, listen to this. And God's wrath and punishment is caused by you disregarding it. Did you hear what I said? Not Brother Hammad, our prophet. You ain't an intelligent person of faith. You're not regarding your intelligence. Oh, I'm 16. I ain't worried about being serious now. I'll get it, Dad. Well, you better read the Quran, an-Nur. Alayhi salam, your son. I just want to, I want to party. Come on now. You saying that because you're 50 and 60. I'm only 17. Yeah, but the environment's taking you to hell. Come to faith. Come. I'm calling you to use your intelligence at a young age. We need you to help keep this ummah building. So the Prophet said as I close, the ummah who don't use the individual Muslim or the collective ummah, if we're not using the thinking ability and our reason to make advancement in this dunya, obeying Allah and His messenger, Allah said the wrath and the punishment is due to us for disregarding. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ